So hello everybody on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you find it useful. This is where I've got the live at the same time on Instagram, and I'm going to record this and put it on YouTube for you to watch later. Today's video is about English with the customer. Okay, a lot of these questions are about working as a hairdresser or a barber, but you can also use some of the parts of the lesson from tonight if you work in a cafe, if you work in a restaurant, if you are a painter, decorator, plumber, electrician, if you have other jobs as well, if you work in a school, nursery, other jobs as well, even if you're a doctor, you can still use parts of this lesson. Okay, and also if you're a customer, it's very good for you to learn the English as well. So English with the customer, let's begin. Let's say, for example, your customer calls you up, your customer phones you and says, "Hi, my actual appointment isn't until 4 o'clock. So your customer says, "Hi, my actual appointment isn't until 4 o'clock. Right now, for example, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and your customer says, "Hi, my actual appointment isn't until 4 o'clock, but could I come sooner?" Okay? So your customer has an appointment at 4 o'clock this afternoon, but they call you sooner. They want to come sooner. The customer says, "Hi, my actual appointment isn't until 4 o'clock, but could I come sooner? Could I come sooner? Could I come earlier than 4 o'clock?" Okay? You might have different answers for this question. You might want to say, "Yeah, sure." You can say, "Sure. Why not?" That means yes. Your appointment is at 4 o'clock, but that's okay. You can come earlier. That's fine. Sure. Why not? Sure. Why not? Okay. Another answer is you want to tell the customer, "No, you can't come sooner." This is what you say. "Not really." Okay, the answer will continue in one moment, but usually in English, we try not to say no to somebody because no is very rude. We try and say, "Not really. Not really." Okay? Not really. "I would stick to my appointment time." You want to tell your customer, "Don't come early. No, please keep your appointment time." This is how you say it. Not really. "I would." That means if I were you, you're making a suggestion. You're recommending, you're suggesting. "I would stick to my appointment time." Okay, so you have given the appointment of 4 o'clock to your customer and you don't want them to come earlier. No, you want them to come at 4 o'clock. "Not really. I would stick to my appointment time." Okay. Let's say a customer calls you up and they say, "Hi, I desperately need a haircut." Okay, desperately. It's an emergency. Please help me. A bit like me. "I desperately need a haircut." A customer might say, "I desperately need a plumber." "I desperately need an electrician." "I desperately need a painter, decorator." Any job, yeah? "I desperately need an appointment." "Can I have an appointment?" So the customer wants an appointment with you today as much as possible. You might not have any appointments for today. So how can you answer the customer? You can say, I don't have anything for today. Sorry. I don't have anything. That means I don't have any time. I don't have any appointments for you today. Sorry, please don't come. Yeah? I don't have anything for you today. Sorry. I don't have anything for you today. Sorry. So that customer wants to come for a haircut. They want to come for their nails, for their face, massage, anything. They need electrician, they need plumbing, whatever. But you don't have any time today. You're really busy. You say, I don't have anything for today. Sorry. Anything. That means I can't give you an appointment today. Sorry, I'm too busy. I'm not available. Okay? So that's one way you can say it. Another way is you can tell the customer when you are available in the future. My next availability is Monday at 3 o'clock. Okay? My next availability is Monday at 3 o'clock. That means I'm not available today. I'm not available now, but you can come Monday at 3 o'clock. Or maybe I can come to your house Monday at 3 o'clock. Okay? My next availability. So we don't say I am available. My next availability is Monday at 3 o'clock. My next availability is Monday at 3 o'clock. That is how you can tell your customer that I'm not available today. I'm too busy. My next availability is next week. My next availability is next month. My next availability is tomorrow. So that's when you tell your customer when you are available in the future, because right now you're not available. You're too busy. You've got other customers. Okay? Lovely. Another really good question that this lovely student sent me was, Layla, what do we say when the customer wants to have a conversation with me? Okay, so the customer has come to your cafe, the customer has come to your hairdressers, they have come to your shop, yeah, and you are helping them, you are dealing with the customer, and they want to have a conversation with you, of course. Maybe the customer says, how's work? How's work? Maybe the customer says, have you been busy? Have you been busy? So if you are the customer, these are things you can say. Next time you go to a cafe, you go to a restaurant, if you are the customer, next time you go somewhere, you can say, how's work? You can say, have you been busy? If you are a customer for Uber, if you are a customer in a shop, you, the customer, can say, how's work? Have you been busy? Okay. So your customer, have you been busy? Well done. Yes. Have you been busy? Very good. So your customer has asked you, how's work? Have you been busy? There are different ways that you can answer. For example, you want to say, how can I say this? یه جریان ملایم از مشتری بوده. Does that make sense? I'm translating from English to Farsi. See, it doesn't work when we translate. یک جریان ملایم از مشتری بوده امروز. That's what we're trying to say. That means خیلی شلوغ نبودیم، خیلی هم خلوت نبودیم. همینجور مشتری اومده ولی یه جریان ملایم، خیلی شلوغ یا خیلی خلوت نبودیم. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? This is how we say it in English. We have had a steady ملایم, very soft, steady flow. Flow is جریان, yes? We have had a steady flow of customers all day. It's a lovely sentence, yeah? You want to tell your customer, we haven't been really busy, but we haven't been really quiet. It's been 50-50, medium, yeah? We have customers, then they go. We have another customer, then they go. Steady flow. So steady means ملایم. Flow means جریان. Okay. We've had a steady flow of customers all day. So it's been good. It hasn't been crazy and it hasn't been very quiet. We've had a steady flow of customers all day. Excuse me. So if you have a business and you have customers, this is what you can say when your customer is asking you, how's work? Have you been busy? You can say, we've had a steady flow of customers all day. Lovely. That's one answer. Another answer, you want to say, oh my God, اینقدر سرمون شلوغ بوده وقت برای سرخاروندنم نداشتیم. Okay, we're going to use an idiom. Okay. It's been crazy. It means it has. It means from this morning until now. Present perfect, yes? From this morning until now. Chaos. No. Chaos is different. Crazy and chaos are different. Please don't confuse these two. Chaos, it means it's so busy and crowded that it's not organized. خیلی نامنظم، نامرتب، نمیدونیم کی اول اومد بعد کی اومد، نمیدونیم نوبت کیه، اینقدر شلوغه اصلا هیچی معلوم نیست. That's called chaos. We don't want to say chaos because that means I am not a professional. Yes? So we don't want to say chaos. We want to say it's been crazy. That means it's been really, really busy. It's been crazy. Haven't had time, scratch my head. We have an idiom very similar in Farsi. وقت برای سرخاروندنم نداشتم. This is the same thing, yes? It's been crazy. Haven't had time, scratch my head. It's been crazy. Haven't had time, scratch my head. Okay? So that's the way we say it. It's been really busy. So your customer says, how's work? Have you been busy? It's been crazy. Haven't had time, scratch my head. Now, please listen to my sentence. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Okay? The next sentence. Haven't had time. I'm not saying I haven't had time. No. In English conversation, a lot of the time we delete the I. You can't delete the I in Farsi. You can delete the I ولی در فارسی فاعل هنوز در فعل مشخص هست. وقت نداشتم. من وقت نداشتم یا وقت نداشتم. نداشتم اون م توی نداشتم نشون میده که فاعل کی هست. وقت نداشتی اون ای توی فعل نشون میده فاعل جمله کی هست. وقت نداشتند اون and آخر فعل نشون میده فاعل جمله کی هست. We don't have this in English. Okay? در انگلیسی اگر فاعل رو بردارید اصلا فاعل جمله از فعل مشخص نیست، ولی وقتی که دارید صحبت میکنید مخاطب میدونه منظور خود شما هست، اون I رو میندازیم. Okay? So, it's been crazy. Haven't had time, scratch my head. Haven't had time, scratch my head. Okay? مخاطب میدونه I haven't had time, but we're going to drop and delete the I. We don't say the I because everybody knows I haven't had time, scratch my head. So we delete the I. When you watch my posts on Instagram, if you watch my videos, if you have got any of my courses, my English courses, you will see a lot of the time I don't say the subject because the listener knows the subject, the fa'il, so we don't say it. Haven't had time, scratch my head. Okay. Maybe the customer says, how's work? Have you been busy? I want to say, راستش خیلی ساکت بودیم. خیلی ساکت بوده. We've been quite quiet, actually. We've been, that means we have been from this morning until now. Present perfect. We've been quite, that means very, quite quiet, actually. We've been quite quiet, actually. It's been very quiet. We haven't had many customers, and that's not very good, is it? Okay. But if a customer asks, how's work? Have you been busy? You can say, we've been quite quiet, actually. من 2 کلمه دارم خیلی تلفظشون و سپلینگشون شبیه هم هست. یه دونه quite به معنی very خیلی quite. یه دونه quiet. It's an adjective به معنی ساکت. Okay? این 2 با هم قاطی نشه please. Quiet. 2 کلمه رو دارم میگم. It's been quite quiet, actually. We've been quite quiet, actually. Okay. Lovely. The next one that the lovely student asked me, she said, Layla, sometimes I want to cut a child's hair, but the child keeps crying or the child keeps moving and I can't cut the child's hair. Okay. In Iran, I'm not sure how you do this. I don't know if you talk to the child in Iran. I don't know. But in England, usually we don't talk to the child if the parent is right here. If the parent is here, I talk to the parent, especially if the child is young. Okay? So if you have a child who is maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, something like this, we don't talk to the child. برای این جمله هایی که الان قراره بگم, we don't talk to the child, we talk to the parent. We talk to the parent, please remember. Okay. So for example, the child is crying, the child is moving around, and I can't cut the child's hair. What do I do? We look at the parent and we say, sorry, I'm going to need him to sit still. That means don't move. Sorry, we're talking to mummy or daddy of the child, yes? Sorry, I'm going to need him, the child, I'm going to need him to sit still. Still, that means don't move. ببخشید من لازمه که این بچه تکون نخوره. I'm telling the parent. I'm not telling the child. I don't tell the child, I tell the parent. Okay? Sorry, I'm telling the parent, sorry, I'm going to need him, the child, him to sit still. Still, بی حرکت. Yeah? I'm going to need him to sit still. من نیاز دارم که این بچه بشینه و تکون نخوره. قیچی دستمه. Okay? Excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to need him to sit still. So then the parent has the responsibility to calm the child down, to tell the child, be quiet, stop moving, don't cry, all of that. We don't tell the child. Okay? The same if you're in a cafe or a restaurant. The same if you are a customer in an Uber. The Uber driver doesn't talk to the child. Never, never. You always talk to the parent. Always talk to the parent. Okay? Lovely. For example, the child is crying, the child is moving, the child is looking all over the place, and you can't do your job. Yes? You ask the parent, would he means the boy, the child, would he like a magazine or a sweet or something? من میخوام یه جوری این بچه بشینه تکون نخوره. خب من قیچی و اینجور چیزا دستمه، میخوام این بچه هی سرشو تکون نده. به پدر و مادر میگم، نه به بچه، به پدر و مادر. Would he like a magazine or a sweet or something? که یعنی چی بهش بدم لطفاً که این ساکت بشه. من نمیتونم به پدر و مادر بگم تو رو خدا این بچه تو ساکت کن. من نمیتونم توی تربیت یا رفتار رابطه بین پدر و مادر و بچه که خب من نمیتونم دخالت بکنم. خیلی خیلی زشت هست که بگم خانم بچه تو ساکت کن. Very bad, very bad. اصلا این کار نمی کنیم. پس سعی میکنیم یه جوری مشکل رو حل کنیم. درسته؟ مگزین، مجله، شکلاتی چیزی دوست داره بهش بدیم، یه جوری میخوایم سعی کنیم بچه رو آروم کنیم. Yes? Would he like a magazine or a sweet or something? Anything? Okay, very good. Okay. Sometimes, excuse me, Australian ABC, why do speak to their parents? Why? Okay, that's a big question. We speak to the parents. We don't speak to the child because a child under the age of 12, a child under the age of 12 is 100% under the responsibility of the parents. Okay? So if you want a child to do something, you have to talk to the parents. You have to. And گاهی وقتا خیلی اعصاب آدم خورد میشه. یه بچه با یه تخم مرغ چیزی بیاد بزنه به ماشین شما، با سنگ بیاد بزنه به ماشین شما، ما نمیتونیم بریم یقه اون بچه رو بگیریم، با اینکه شاید دوست داشته باشیم ولی نمیتونیم این کارو بکنیم. باید با پدر و مادر اون بچه صحبت کنیم. هر چقدر میخواین پدر و مادر رو نگه بزنین ولی دعوا کنین، ولی بچه رو نمیشه، هیچ کاری نمیشه کرد با بچه زیر 12 سال. اصلاً مگر اینکه شما با پدر و مادر بچه صحبت میکنید، بعد خود اون پدر و مادر میگن اوکی بهش بگو، یعنی به شما اجازه میدن که شما حالا با بچه صحبت کنید، اون دیگه اوکی هست. ولی اول با پدر و مادر، چون بچه خیلی کوچیک هست با بچه صحبت نمی کنیم، زیر مسئولیت پدر و مادر هست. اوکی. Thank you for your question. و این قانون مال همه جا هست، نه فقط مال انگلیس. درسته؟ مال خیلی جا هست. Okay. The next question that the lovely student asked me is, for example, I am working but my phone rings. Okay. For example, I'm working and my phone rings and I have to answer my phone. What can I say to my customer? What can I say to my customer? We can say different things, okay? We can say, I'm sorry, don't mean to be rude, but I need to get this. I'm sorry, don't mean to be rude. It means I don't mean to be rude, but we drop the I. Sorry, don't mean to be rude. Rude, بیادب. Don't mean to be rude. قصد بیادبی ندارم. Don't mean to be rude, but I need to get this. I'm sorry, I need to get this. That means I need to answer my phone. I'm sorry. Don't mean to be rude, but I need to get this. Okay? So that's one way you can tell the customer. Maybe it's an emergency phone call. You're working, but it's an emergency phone call. Maybe it's your doctor. Maybe it's your lawyer. Maybe it's your child. Maybe it's the school. Something emergency. Sorry, don't mean to be rude, but I need to get this. I need to get this. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's how we can say to the customer, and the customer will accept. The customer will accept. It's an emergency. Another way you can say this, you are working anywhere. You are a plumber, you are a doctor, you are anything, and you have an emergency phone call. خب هممون آدمیم توی دنیای زندگی میکنیم، ممکنه emergency phone call داشته باشیم، ممکنه لازم باشه جواب بدیم گوشیمونو، درسته؟ حتی سر کار. We have to, of course. So another way you can say this is, I'm really sorry, I won't be long. I'm really sorry, I won't be long. I'm really sorry, I won't be long. It won't take a long time. I'm really sorry, I won't be long. Okay? One more. So sorry, I've been waiting for this call all day. Won't be a minute. This is the best answer if you tell the customer, so sorry, I've been waiting for this call all day. Won't be a minute. So then the customer knows that it's an important phone call. You've been waiting, it's an emergency, and the customer will wait. If we don't say anything and we just answer the phone, that's extremely rude in any culture, in any country, yes? So if we explain to the customer, then it's fine. I'm really sorry, I've been waiting for this call all day. Won't be a minute. Won't be long. Won't be a minute. Lovely. Okay, excellent. The next question from the lovely student is, for example, your customer has requested something that's not nice, or maybe it's not appropriate, or maybe it's dangerous. Okay, so the customer has asked you for something that's not nice, maybe a hairstyle that's not nice. You think it's not nice. Maybe the customer has asked for something that is dangerous, very dangerous, okay? Maybe plumbing, maybe electrician, maybe a special kind of tablet, drugs from the doctor. So the customer has asked you for something that's not very nice, or it's not appropriate, it's dangerous. پس شما میخواین یه جوری به مشتری برسونین که این انتخاب شما خیلی انتخاب خوبی نیست. How can we say that in a polite way? We don't want the customer to leave. Yes, we want the customer to stay and be happy. And we want good reviews, and we want more customers. So we have to be very careful of how we talk to the customer. So for example, the customer has asked for a very strange, very ugly, very old hairstyle. Very old. how can you reply to the customer? Okay, you can say, if you ask me, I would go for, it means choose. Go for, it means choose. If you ask me, I would go for something different. That's it. Okay? If you ask me, I would go for something different. Okay? We never say to the customer, excuse me, we never say to the customer, oh, that's horrible. No. You don't want that. We never say that. Yes? Excuse me. We have to respect the customer. We never say that. So we say, if you ask me, I would go for something different. If you ask me, I would go for, something different. I'm sorry, I've got very dry lips. I apologize. If you ask me, I would go for something different. Okay? I would go for. So go for means choose. You are very politely telling that customer, that hairstyle is not very nice. I would choose a different hairstyle. You are asking for something very dangerous in your house. I would choose something different. Maybe if you're a teacher, maybe if you're a doctor, maybe whatever. You want to tell your customer, your client, your student, your patient, whatever you want to tell them. If you ask me, I would go for something different. Okay? Another way, excuse me, difference between a customer or a client. Difference between customer and client. A client is somebody, it depends what kind of service you're offering. If you're offering a product, usually that's a customer. If you're offering some kind of service, then that could be a client. And we use them for different kinds of areas and jobs. For example, if you are a lawyer, you don't have a customer, you have a client. Yeah, but if you're a shop assistant, you work in a shop, you don't have a client, you have a customer. So it depends where you're working. That's how it's different. Okay, lovely. Another way, so your customer has asked for something that's not very nice. You can say, what do your friends or family think? What do your friends or family think? You are asking for some nails, horrible nails, but I can't say to my customer, horrible nails. I say, what do your friends or family think? از اونا پرسیدین نظر اونا چیه؟ What do your friends or family think? Yeah? Maybe you want to, I don't know, you want to do something to your house that's not very nice, or maybe it's very dangerous. You don't want to tell your customer, what? No, that's a terrible idea. You can't say that. You can say, what do your friends or family think? Okay. Another one, which is lovely, again, it's an idiom. Would you like to hear my tuppence worth? Would you like to hear my tuppence worth? That means, would you like to hear my opinion? The word is tuppence. It means 2 pence. 2 pence, yeah? 1 penny, 2 pence. 2 pence is nothing, yeah? 2 pence is nothing. It's not worth anything. We are trying to say نظر من خیلی خوب با ارزش نیست ولی خب حاضر هستین نظر منو بشنوین. میخوایم بگیم شمایی که مشتری هستین خب نظر شما اصل کاری نظر شماست ولی من یه نظری دارم نظر منم حاضر هستین بشنوین. نظر من به عالی بودن It's not as good as your نظر ولی حاضر هستین نظر من رو هم بشنوین. That's what it means. Yeah, that's what it means. Would you like to hear my tuppence worth? It's an idiom. That means my idea, my opinion is not as fantastic as your opinion, but would you like to hear my opinion? Is that okay? I can't suddenly give my opinion. No, I have to ask for permission. Yeah? If you ask me, if you don't mind, would you like to hear my tuppence worth? We have to ask for permission. We can't suddenly say what we think. Okay? Would you like to hear my tuppence worth? My tuppence worth? Would you like to hear my tuppence worth? Okay, lovely. That's the end of the video for YouTube watchers. Thank you very much for watching. Lovely.